5 ways that you can overcome trauma. You probably already took one way, and that one way is actually seeing a therapist or a counselor, and you're still dealing with your trauma. Trauma is not only here. Trauma is deeper than just being in the mind. When a trauma actually happens, it goes through the subconscious mind, and then it goes through your emotions, energy and motion. That's what emotions mean, energy and motion. But it communicates with the central nervous system. These arrows here represent the nerves, and as you can see, your nervous system communicates everything across the board of the layers of energy. Bad habits that we got from our childhood, we actually have to become aware of it first. We have to be able to trade bad habits for good habits. Most people that have a lot of trauma are stuck in fight or flight. You need to regulate your nervous system. There's gonna be days that you're gonna be completely stressed out and you're gonna be able to respond to stressful situations good. But then there's gonna be other days that you're not gonna respond very well. And I want you to sit there and say why. I want you to ask yourself why. And what you'll notice is the more that your nervous system is overwhelmed by too much caffeine or too much sugar, controlling your emotions is gonna be a lot more difficult. You have to manage your organ inflammation. The more stressed out your adrenals become, the more that you're gonna have issues with being in fight or flight. Your adrenals produce adrenaline and cortisol. Adrenaline and cortisol turn on the sympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system puts you in fight or flight. When it comes down to healing trauma, we don't ever create space for ourselves. Work and home have something in common, and the thing they have in common is responsibility. When do we ever make time for us? One big thing that's gonna help you with all of these that you can take into account today is gonna be something I call a high vibe walk. The high vibe walk is, I want you to think about someone that you look up to or you want to become. And after finding a person that you look up to and you want to become, I want you to see if they have an ebook, an audio book, a podcast, a YouTube channel, or I want you to find the interview that they were interviewed on someone else's channel. And I want you to start listening to the interviews. I want you to start studying this individual. Now, step number 2, I want you to find a neighborhood that you dream of living in, that's close to you. Maybe you live in your dream neighborhood. If not, find your dream neighborhood or the park that influences you or inspires you. And then I want you to take 45 minutes each day to go walk either in that neighborhood or that park, listening to the person you look up to. No phone calls, no emails, no negative people are allowed to be on this walk with you. You're going alone. If someone wants to tag along, like a partner or a friend or a child, as long as they have high vibes, that's good. But if they're negative energy and they're distracting you, there's no good.